How's it going, everyone? It has been a while, but we are here and back with another YouTube video. Yes, it is Jemiah. This is Jemiah's World. If you have not seen me, it has been a while since I have posted a long form YouTube video. I have been in law school. I just finished my first year and I am going into my third semester, August 17th. But I definitely want to get some more long form content and I want to spread it out, not just focus on books. I will be taking you guys along that journey with me even further than what I have been doing, which is not at all. So you will see more of that content coming soon. We are going to get into a book haul. I am so excited to let you guys see this book haul. It is a couple books I got inspired to buy. Honestly, I have been engulfed into sci-fi, general fiction, and we are getting back into a couple universes and getting introduced into some universes. We're gonna get right into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment below any of your thoughts or if you've read any of these stories when we dive right into it, and hit that notification bell so when I post a video, you get the notification and you definitely hit the video and check it out. Now, without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so it's been a little minute since I've been here, all right? We are here and we're just taking it a time at a time. The first thing I want to show you guys is a series that I was obsessed with, like everyone else in the Twitter space and all over social media when it first came out on Netflix. I had when I say no idea that the creator of this very complex, psychologically insane character was from a book. Shout out to Carolyn Kepnes. I have picked up the entire You series. This is You, starting from book 1, where it all began, and we're going to keep going down the board. The second one is Hidden Bodies by the same author. We have the third book for You and Only You, and the fourth book, You Love Me, as well. And recently, I believe it was this year, she dropped a prequel that goes all the way back and tells the story of how Joe became Joe. This is none other than You First. And this just released, and it is way bigger than these. So I am very, very excited to get into this series. I don't believe they're going to drop any more seasons on Netflix. They did their last season, which was in New York. And one thing about it, the book is going to give us all the tea. There is a total of 5 books altogether. And I don't know if I should read this one first or start here. I am very intrigued and interested to see how this is going to go because I did not watch the last season of You. So once I'm done, we're going to do a deep dive and we're going to go into the series and we're just going to have a time. I can't wait to check these out once I get the chance. I decided to get some used books. I wanted to get some very different and intriguing covers as well as just getting them used because it's like, why not? I went on worldofbooks.com and they always have the buy 3, get 1 free. The first book I picked up is called Bloodchild. This is by Octavia Butler and I have not read any of her catalog. I have not seen this cover anywhere and it intrigued me 1000%, so I cannot wait to check this one out. I know Octavia Butler is very thought-provoking and she goes beyond the spectrum but keeps it very historical and very realistic fiction that has happened in history. So I'm not sure when I'm going to pick this up. I know for sure I'm going to be very rattled and like emotionally scarred, but these stories are very necessary and I highly recommend everyone and anyone to check out Octavia E. Butler. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen and I'm actually very, very nervous and I haven't seen anyone read this book in particular, so we'll see what happens once I pick it up. So I told myself I wanted to pick an author that has been doing this for so long, since like the early 80s, late 90s, writing stories about crime, courtroom thrillers, and the author I picked up had to be this author because my favorite thriller author got inspired to start writing because of this author. This is none other than John Grisham. We have A Time to Kill. This is his first ever novel published. I am so excited to just dive into his headspace and how he got started on this journey becoming an author, and then going beyond, increasing his massive catalog. When you think of crime and like detective law courtroom style thrillers, you think of the greats like Michael Connelly, James Patterson. John Grisham is in that stack, and I decided to choose him because I don't see a lot of people talking about him and his catalog. If I get all the books, I'll probably do a mixture of physical to ebook. It just depends. But we're definitely gonna start all the way from the beginning, and this is the book to start with. So you'll know once I start that series and get into his catalog. This is a book that I've seen a very, very influential and just incredible book talker slash bookstagrammer, just like amazing person in this space. It is called A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, and I want to read the description because I read it and I want you guys to hear it as well because it sounds very interesting and it's very short. So it's like, how is all these things happening in this amount of time? In Anthony Burgess's influential nightmare vision of the future, criminals take over after dark. Teen gang leader Alex narrates in fantastically inventive slang that echoes the violent intensity of youth rebelling against society. Dazzling and transgressive, A Clockwork Orange is a frightening fable about good and evil and the meaning of human freedom. This edition includes the controversial last chapter, not published in the first edition, that Burgess's introduction to Clockwork Orange re-sucked. I am so excited for this. It says the main focus is about good and evil and the meaning of human freedom. This is what I was saying about how I dived into the fiction area and like just really getting into the general fiction and really trying to unpack that side of fiction and literature. It's giving me more of a classic slash like literary style, and I cannot wait to check this out. It's really short, but I know it's gonna be impactful and just hit me really hard. So I just can't wait to see the style of writing Anthony Burgess portrays and conveys, and you guys will definitely know once I read this book, because I'll definitely be bringing a review over here because it just sounds so amazing. The next book we have is another general fiction, literary fiction, historical fiction story based in World War II. This is something that is like the biggest literary fiction book of like all time. This is something people talk about constantly. I hear it in movies. I hear it in people's like language when they have conversations. They'll be like, oh, that's the blank blank blank. We have none other than Catching 22. This is by Joseph Heller. It is a series also on Hulu, which is very interesting. I will definitely be diving into that. It is based in World War II, and I am not 100% sure what it's about, and I want to go in blind just so I can get a full perspective and open lens on exactly what's going to be in the story. But I do know that it's someone who's looking for another guy, and they're trying to unalive him, and they don't even know him. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I got a feeling it's might be some humor in it. I'm not sure, but World War II, very, very big part in history. And this is something that's like huge. Like everyone talks about this. They've read it before. This should be like in the Hall of Fame category if it's not already. So I'm definitely gonna check this one out. This book is actually really thick, so you'll know how it's going and if I enjoy it or not once I get to it. We have a series that broke me into shambles. In 2024, I read book 1 and I was delved and locked in, to say the least. Read book 2, did a whole series on it on my BookTok. My BookTok and all my other socials will be in the description if you want to check those out in the short form. But I have got the other 3 books in the series, and we're going all the way back to book 1. I am doing a reread. I have started the reread of book 1 so I could just keep going through the series because I read this in 2024 and stopped at the ending of book 2. And then I tried to pick it back up 7 months later and I was confused. So we're gonna just start over. And now that I've started over, I am actually mind blown. It feels like I'm reading it for the first time again, but we have the last 3 in the series, and this is none other than the Red Rising series. We have the rest of the books to complete the series, which is Iron Gold, Dark Age, and Lightbringer. This is by Pierce Brown. And if you know, you know, this is that. So I am excited to continue on with the series. It's going to be in my rotation for the rest of this year while I'm doing law school things. This will be in the rotation. If I only have one book to read, it will be one of these, so I can get to that completion and just be locked in, so I can be a part of the hive. Can't wait to keep going. I'm on page 86 in Red Rising right now, so I wanted to make sure I had all the books on hand so I can annotate and just really dive in and feel like I am on Mars with Darrow and everyone else. And you guys will 1000% know once I keep going through this series. I might have to make it a series. You'll know if I decide to do that. Another book I decided to pick up, because of course I got influence from amazing creators that I love to watch and who are just so influential with their content and just are so convincing when they tell you to pick up a book. This is book 1 of the start of a series. And if you know me, and you will get to know me if you are new, I am obsessed with space, the solar system, everything that has to do about the space up there that we look up and take for granted, because it's right up there in front of us, is what I'm dialed into. And this series has a lot to do with that, so I had to pick it up just based on knowing a little bit about it. We have a book 1, and it is called Leviathan Wakes. This is by James S.A. Corey. We are gonna read the description. Just based on the cover alone, we're going into space, okay? And one thing about me and space, we're dialed. Humanity has colonized the solar system, Mars, the moon, the asteroid belt, and beyond. But the stars are still out of our reach. Jim Holden is XO of an ice miner making runs from the rings of Saturn to the mining stations of the belt. When he and his crew stumble upon a derelict ship, the Scopoli, they find themselves in possession of a secret they never wanted. A secret that someone is willing to kill for, and kill on a scale unfathomable to Jim and his crew. That's all I'm doing, because I just read the next sentence before I said it. We're stopping there. We're locked. They are willing to kill for this secret. And they're in space. Gravity is not there. We're locked. I don't even know how many books is in the series. I just want to be in space. That's enough for me. These last 2 books are diving into sci-fi again. I want to jump into sci-fi and space, and I want to hear and see and explore these authors and how their brains work and how they created these new worlds for these new people, and just jump out of this normal reality we're always in with all these same typical things, right? We have another book. We're gonna read the description on this one as well. I heard a little bit about this one. It sounds like they're going against morality and like the regular things, and they are creating their own thing on this planet that they have inhabited. This book is called To Like the Lightning. This is by Ada Palmer. I thought I was gonna read the description, but now I changed my mind, just getting a little peek. I want you guys to go on this journey with me, and more than likely I'm gonna do a reading vlog so I can just react and just give you guys raw reactions on it and just explain it as I go through it, instead of giving you the description as well as spoiling myself. But I read a tiny bit and then I stopped. It sounds like it's gonna be a time, to say the least. I'm so excited for this one. This is definitely gonna be a reading vlog, so stay tuned for that. This might be coming sooner, and I might have to pause just a tad bit on Red Rising just to read this one. I got another space sci-fi. Yes, I am just like, after Artemis 2, I was just dialed. Like, I was looking up creators, trying to find sci-fi, primarily space, and creating a world outside of this planet Earth. We have the last but not least. This book is called The Blighted Stars. This is by Megan O'Keefe, and we're gonna read the description on this one. This is one I want to see, but this cover, gorgeous. Okay, you see that? I need to be there with them, potentially. Let's see what the description says first. She's a revolutionary. Humanity is running out of options. Habitable planets are being destroyed as quickly as they're found. And Naira Sharp thinks the reason may have something to do with all-powerful Mercator family. He's the heir at the dynasty. Bookish and quiet, Tarquin Mercator never wanted to get involved with his family's galaxy-spanning business empire. But Tarquin's father needs him to monitor an expedition to a new planet, and the Mercator family reputation hangs on the success of this mission. Disguised as Tarquin's new bodyguard, Naira plans to destroy the expedition ship before they make land. But neither of them expects to end up stranded on a dead planet. To survive, Naira will have to join forces with the handsome heir she's sworn to hate. Together, they will uncover a plot that's bigger than both of them. She is disguised as his bodyguard, thinking she has a mission, they have a mission, she has to destroy their mission, he has to complete the mission for their family's reputation, and now they're stuck on a dead planet. This sounds like it's gonna be enemies to lovers. It sounds like it's going to be joining forces with the enemy just to survive, and so many other things we didn't get to hear about in the synopsis. I am dialed. Like, this is something that I want to know. I want to know how they're going to survive. I want to know how they're going to get through this, even though they're enemies. I want to know if he's going to find out if she's undercover. I want to know. This sounds like a banger. I am super excited for this one, and I'm just excited to dive into a bunch of sci-fi and see what's gonna happen. So that is the ending of my book haul. Again, I'm Jemiah. This is Jemiah's World. Make sure before you do anything, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to comment below and let me know if you've read any of these stories, how you felt about them. No spoilers, of course. And let me know which one I should push up on the TBR so I can get convinced to read it. See you guys soon, and thanks.